Dr. Professor Johnson, why did you hand back everyone's paper except mine?
It's just Doctor or Professor. I'm glad you asked, Tiffany. Do you have a minute to talk?
I guess. Did I, do something wrong?
I just had a few questions. I noticed every line of the paper is indented differently. At first I thought it was center justified, but that isn't the case. You just appear to have hit the tab button a random number of times at the beginning of each line.
And?
Can you tell me why?
Well, yeah. I thought it looked cute.
I cannot tell if you're making a joke or not.
What's wrong with my paper looking cute?
What's wrong with it? Your grade isn't determined on cuteness. As you can see, the rubric only mentions content, writing quality, and formatting, not cuteness.
I don't really see what the big deal is.
Tiffany, this is college.
Yeah, but it's not Harvard.
Did you really just say that to me?
You're taking yourself awfully seriously for a community college professor, don't you think, Professor Dr. Johnson?
Again, it's just doctor or professor. Not both. You do realize the phrase community college includes the word college, don't you?
Yeah, okay, but it's not like it's real college.
You are awfully fond of the air quotes. Speaking of quotes, another issue with your paper was that you didn't cite any of your quotations or outside information in APA style.
I never learned what APA style was in high school.
That's fine, Tiffany, but we've talked about it in class a few times already. I also gave you the name of a great online resource you can use and told you that you could email me if you had any questions.
I haven't set up my student email account yet and I forgot the name of the website.
So you just decided to ignore the instructions, then?
I didn't think they were important. It was obvious where I got the information.
Even if it is obvious, you still must cite your sources, Tiffany. Otherwise, it's plagiarism.
It's not plagiarism if it's on the internet. Everything on the internet is free to everyone.
Libraries are also free to everyone, but if you use something from a library book, you need to cite it.
Wait, the college has a library.
Of course, Tiffany. It's quite good, actually, rivaling many university libraries. We have resources that provide you.
Why would I go to the library if I have the internet? I can go to Wikipedia on my phone. Can I check out a book using a smartphone app? I don't think so.
First of all, Wikipedia is not a reliable source for college research. Anyone can write or edit any article. I edited an article on Ezra Pound yesterday just for the hell of it.
That sounds kind of lame, Professor Dr. Clarkson, and I don't even know who Ezra Pound is.
Nevertheless, Tiffany, it would behoove you to take advantage of the many resources here since you do pay for them.
Actually, my parents do. I don't really care about the money. I'm just going to community college because that way I can stay on their insurance. I don't really have any idea what I want to do.
There are lots of students who are unsure about their career path yet, but there are lots of great courses here that...
Anyway, can we just get back to my paper? Did I really get a D?
Yes, Tiffany. You failed to meet the minimum length, the margins were predicated on cuteness, you had no citations, and you used the wrong form of they and you repeatedly. Also, you should never put LOL or OMG in a college paper.
Why?
Because this is college, for God's sake. You are not texting your homies. You're writing a college paper. Do you recognize the different expectations those audiences have?
What audience? Did you read my paper to another class?
God, no. Your audience means the recipient or reader of your writing.
So you mean you? You're a doctor. You gotta know what LOL means.
It's not that Look. In college, you have to use real words, intelligent ones if possible, not just slang, text speak, and jargon.
But, this is just community college.
But, this class transfers to four-year colleges and universities, Tiffany. It is supposed to be equal to the quality and rigor of class you'd get at a four-year school. This is not a place where you just pay tuition and get a good grade automatically.
But I show up and I try really hard.
A. That's debatable. B. Grades are not based on effort alone. If I had just shown up to get my master's degree, would you want me to be your professor?
I don't really care.
And you do show up, but half the time you're texting or using your laptop to play Farmville on Facebook. You're not paying attention to lecture or participating in group discussions.
All I care about is what I can do to change my grade on this paper.
Nothing, I'm afraid, but to improve on future papers, I'd suggest taking notes, reading your textbooks and proofreading your assignments.
I got A's on all my papers in high school and I never did any of that. Besides, do I really have to buy the textbook?
Of course you have to buy the textbook. Standards are supposed to be higher in college. Yes, even community college.
If you really cared about your students, you wouldn't be such a hard ass.
If I didn't care, Tiffany, I would have just handed back your paper without wasting 6 minutes of my life.
Well, you're being a jerk.
And you're a lazy entitled brat. I am talking to you because I want your grades to improve. I also wanted to suggest that the writing tutors available in the library might be useful for you.
So you're saying I'm a retard?
No, Tiffany. I just want you to get a better grade on your next paper.
Then give me one.
You need to earn it, Tiffany. Grades don't get handed out like free condoms at the Student Health Center.
Oh my God, Professor Dr. Johnson. You are so gay.
Okay then. See you Tuesday.